Good morning. Did you watch yesterday's Senate Judiciary whatever hearing with IG Horowitz? Do we know what happened? Did we pay attention? Are we vindicated? Have we been proven right after 2 years of telling you? Trump said he was spied on. You laughed at him. Almost 2.5 years ago? No, 2.5 years ago, right? March 2017. I think it was March. 2 years ago, Dan Bongino told you Trump was spied on. We even told you how we knew. The head of the NSA, Mike Rogers, the Admiral Mike Rogers, the man deserves that respect, not like Mr. Vindman, Colonel Vindman. Admiral Mike Rogers went to Trump and told him, right after, 10 days after he was elected, Mr. President-elect, they're spying on you. But nobody believed him. Nobody believed Bongino. Mark Levin's been telling us for over a year. Nobody believed him. Now we know. It's in writing. It's in the IG report. The big thing that CNN and MSNBC are pushing is that the IG report shows that there was no bias, which is not what it shows at all. Not in the least bit. And Horowitz told us this yesterday. Now, he didn't say there was bias, because how do you prove what's in somebody's heart? How do you prove, unless they tell you? But we know the Steele dossier was the leading factor in this whole nonsense. It was said. That's what they said. But we also know Steele hated the president and didn't want to see him elected. So that alone, 1 + 1 is 2, that alone shows you there was bias. Where else was there bias? There was bias in the FISA application and the FISA renewals. We know the lawyer, they had nothing. This is how a FISA works. They last 90 days. So you have the first FISA, the original. You put it on Carter Page because we got that from Friendly Government, Australia. The guy's name is Downer. And Downer said that Papadopoulos said that the Russians had information for us, not me, us. So the FBI put 2 and 2 together, and we know how the FBI does, Matt. Came out 17. And so they said, well, if they got information to Papadopoulos to us, the person most likely to get this information would be Carter Page. So he's the one we need to, and this is how Carter Page got put into this, because Carter Page had Russian sources. But now you find out that the Carter Page had Russian sources because he was working for the CIA, for the US government. He was a good guy. And he was using his Russian sources to get bad guys. And when did they find this out? They found this out pretty goddamn early. They found this out when they asked the CIA, hey, you know anything about this Carter Page? He's saying he's a friendly asset or whatever. So the CIA sends an email. Yes, Carter Page is a CIA source. Not in that exact phrase. I don't think they call themselves CIA. But that's what it said. The email said, yes, Carter Page is a CIA source and working for us with these Russians. The whole thing you're hearing about the lawyer who changed the email, he changed that email to get one of the renewals. And he changed it from, yes, Carter Page is a CIA source, a good guy, to Carter Page is not a CIA source, making him a bad guy. So why would a lawyer who works for the FBI, pretty high up. The news tried to push it that he's low on the totem pole. No. This guy's pretty high up. Begins with a K. Kleinsman? I forget. Too many names in the story. So why would somebody do that? I mean, if the guy is innocent and you don't want to, if everything is hunky-dory, why would you press it? Are you looking for something? Are you looking to get into the president's campaign? So let's talk about the Steele dossier. What do we find out about the Steele dossier? Christopher Steele, who supposedly it's his dossier, is not the source for any of the information in the Steele dossier. He had a source, one single source for all that information came from one source. And in January of 2017, that's right, 2017, right before Trump, I think, is even inaugurated, they sit down with this source. And the source says, they show him the dossier. They said, Steele says you're the source with this. He looks at it and he goes, this is all bullshit. This is all nonsense. It's a lot of this stuff is blown out of proportion and exaggerated and this and that and that. So January 2017, we know the Steele dossier is bullshit. We know Carter Page didn't work for Russians. We know all this. And yet the investigation kept going for another 9 months as far as FISA's go. What else did we learn? This is the best part. Did Obama have anything to do with this? There's a little blurb that people overlooked, that if you read it, it doesn't really make sense. They were spied. The Trump, there's no doubt about it, the Trump organization was spied on. And then you're going to say, no, people are still saying it. No, he wasn't spied on. No, he was electronically surveilled. Well, they put spies in the Trump camp. No, they didn't put spies in the Trump camp. They put confidential human sources in it. Listen, dummies, you can play the word game all you want. You could call a potato a pineapple. It's still going to look, smell, and taste like a fucking potato. So it doesn't matter what you call it. Use whatever words you want. But how do we know that Obama was involved and it was a bigger deal? Why did Dan Bongino call his book Spygate and not Trumpgate? Well, here's the blurb that, if you think about it, doesn't make sense. But if you think about it, it does make sense, if that makes sense. It says they used confidential human sources, CHSs, or spies, for us laymen. They used a confidential human source to monitor and spy on George Papadopoulos before and after he joined the Trump organization. So now you're going to say, Nick, well, that makes absolute, if you're smart, you can say that makes no sense. Why would they spy on George Papadopoulos before he joined the Trump team? Nobody knew he was joining the Trump team until Trump announced it. Until Trump said it in that interview. But George Papadopoulos was doing something else before he joined the Trump team. He was involved with Ben Carson's campaign. So were they spying on everybody's campaign? Is that what that means? I think so. But I have a feeling we're going to find out more of this. More of this is going to come out. Right now we got the 2 articles of impeachment, which are a joke. We still have to wait for the vote to actually impeach. Once that happens, I think we're going to go, I hope, they're leaning toward the Senate trial, because like I said, all this information needs to come out. We got interesting times ahead of us. We got very interesting times ahead of us. So you people can think what you want. Doesn't matter. The truth is eventually going to come out. Be careful. Be careful. That's all I got to say. Well, enjoy your day. Talk to you later. Bye.